guys, they've got to leave just because of the fact of what year they are in high school.
Yep.
They're seniors. But at the same time, all these guys, Holloman, Edwards, and the rest of the cast, they had plenty of experience from last year that they could step in and be. So, it's going to take a little time, but, as you're developing and you're still putting W's in the column, you can't really complain. You're just going to get better.
As far as identity, Carmine obviously knows they're going to have to rely a lot on Mitchell Edwards. Scored 23 points last Tuesday in the win over Gallatin County, but just 10 points last night. And it was a great night for Landon Driscoll to step up at an opportunity like that. And, Jason, when you have a talented team, you can't necessarily lean on one guy every single night. Of course, Mitchell Edwards, he can give you 20 points night in, night out. But on nights where the shots aren't falling is where you look for Driscoll and Dixon, Holloman guys to step up and fill that void.
Yeah, you really try to spread the wealth, so to speak. And if you can get, 3 guys that you could count on each night to give you 10, 15 points a game, well, that's going to free up the other 2 that they're not going to worry about, and that's when the opportunities come and you can surprise better teams. But when you start focusing in on one area of who's going to be the scorer or whatnot, teams can drill on that. Then they're going to take their chances with the less known player. Hey, you know what? We're going to leave player X alone. If he scores 30 and beats us, then that we can accept that. So, again, I think it's early in the season. You're 2-0. Build on that. And this is going to be a test. This is by no means a walkthrough tonight against Sesser.
Yeah, one guy who's really impressed me for Carmine off the bench has been Cade Stockton. You really look for one guy to be that sixth man, be a spark plug. And last night was a great example. He comes in the game with a couple of solid hustle plays, even made a couple of shots. And coming from a coach, Jason, you know that you need a guy off the bench to bring that spark. And Cade Stockton's been that for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's almost a guarantee that you've always got to have that blue-collar kid is what we've always called them around that, does the dirty work, does the things that don't necessarily make the scorebook or get you on the Wheaties box, but he's one that you can count on, and I think Stockton is going to fit that to a T this year for the Bulldogs.
And Carmine there, 2-0, Sesser-Valier 0-2. Mentioned their loss last week to Hamilton County. That was a 63-36 ball game. Lost last night here in the late game to Heron, 59-31. Carmine will come back after the night on Friday and play the Heron Tigers at 7 o'clock. And then the 2 pools, the top teams from those pools, will play each other on Saturday in the matinee to wrap up this DuQuoin Tip-Off Classic. Carmine, I believe tomorrow night is, I forget what night is the off here, but Carmine won't play tomorrow or Thursday. The Lady Bulldogs are in action tonight at home. They're taking on Hamilton County. We'll try to get score updates for that one as we go throughout the evening and keep you up to date on that contest as well. Carmine will be the home team tonight. They're wearing their home whites. Sesser-Valier will be in the road maroon uniforms. And these 2 teams don't see each other very often in basketball. Of course, they play every year in football, being in the same conference, but on opposite sides of the BDC. This has been the only time in years past where they've played each other. Sesser was a part of this tournament about 5 or 6 years ago, and this is their first year back with the addition of 3 new teams here for the 2023 go-around. Starters for Sesser-Valier, they are coached by Marcus Clary. They're going to go with number 10, Brandon Menser. I'll get that right eventually. He's a 6'4 junior. Also starting is 24, Colt Packer. He's a 6'2 senior. He was their starting quarterback this past fall on a fantastic football season for the Red Devils. He's an athlete. You'll hear his name a lot tonight. Also, number 13, Kyler Wilmore. Also going to go with number 12, I believe that's Jake Hicks. He's a 5'9 senior. And the last one, can't see it right now. Players are in the way. We'll get that to you here momentarily. Looks like Kevin Wolto is going to mix things up here for his starting 5. We talked about Cade Stockton playing well off the bench. Well, no more coming off the bench for him. He has been inserted into the starting lineup. Mason Haywood moves out. And so that will be the only change in the lineup for Kevin Wolf. So that's Gavin Holloman, a 6'2 junior guard, averaged just over 7 points per game last year, had a 13-point performance last night against Sparta. Mitchell Edwards, he is a 6'6 junior, averaged over 12 points per game. Last season, he scored 33 points throughout 2 games so far this year. Cade Stockton's a 6-foot junior. Trey Dixon, a 6-foot senior. And rounding it out will be Landon Driscoll, the 6'3 senior, who averaged 9.5 points per game last season. A great game from him last night with 21, leading the way for a Bulldogs victory. Well, not every win's got to be pretty. Last night was a prime example of that, but I think with the athletes that Sesser has, we could see Carmi playing in a very similar up-tempo type game.
Yes, Sesser's also got that card in their pocket that, they went deep. I think they went to the quarterfinals,
yes,
if I'm not mistaken, in football. And a lot of these triathletes that, play multiple sports over there, this is a prime example. I can see 3 of the starters, including Packer, that played on that football team, went deep. They're trying to acclimate to the basketball routine.
Yep.
We talked about that the other night during the girls' game. It's a different beast. It's a lot more endurance, continuous, nonstop. And I think Sesser is trying to get through that acclimation period. And once they do, they are going to be a handful, I guarantee it.
Number 5 is the 5th starter for the Red Devils. That's Wyatt Locks. He was their starting wide receiver. He's a 5'11 senior. So Sesser's got some height. 6'4", 5'11", 5'10", 5'11". So we'll see how Carmi can match that, of course, with a 6'6 Edwards. We'll see how that matchup goes this evening. Opening tip, Carmi wins it. They're going left to right in their home whites. Here in night number 2 of the DuQuoin Tip-Off Classic. Sesser comes out. Looks like a 1-3-1 type trap defense. They've got a Cade Stockton on the far side. Now Driscoll has it near midcourt. He's double-teamed, dribbles out of it. On the far wing, now top of the circle, it's Dixon. Dribbles to his right, now in the hands of Gavin Holloman. Thought about a 3, near corner, it's Edwards. Top of the key, Trey Dixon. And Carmi will move the ball around again. Driscoll getting trapped, dribbles out of it. Now it's Edwards left top, he's double-teamed. Holloman near corner. Back to Edwards, dribbles to his left. Now it's Dixon, far corner, Driscoll. Cross-court pass, Holloman open. He'll fire a 3-point shot. Missed it, rebound grabbed there by Packer. And against this zone, Carmi's got to shoot Sesser out of it.
Yeah, good opening start there. Stand by Sesser. See if they can improve on the offensive end.
1 minute gone here in the first quarter. We're scoreless. On the left top, this is Locks with the basketball. He'll dribble to his right. And Sesser will reset the offense. In the far near corner, that's Hicks. Now Packer between the circles. Over on the right side, get it to Wilmore. Back on the right top, this is Hicks. Locks, now left side with it is Hicks again. Well, in the near corner, Wilmore has it. Sesser hanging around the perimeter. Just kind of run of a flex, simple type offense here. Hicks over on the right top. Now it's Locks between the circles. He's guarded by Gavin Holloman. 6.5 to go here in the first quarter.
Sesser may be playing the take the air out of the ball game.
Locks picks up his dribble at the free throw line. Now it's Wilmore at the top. He tries to get inside. Travels. No call. Yes, they did call the travel. Get away with that in the NBA, but not here in DuQuoin.
Well, Sesser has yet to break 40 in a ball game yet, and maybe that's the mentality is we're going to want to play this to a low-scoring game. Each team that's played them so far this year has scored over 60, so maybe that's to the advantage.
Cross-court pass. Mitchell Edwards will fire a 3. That one got the friendly roll. Ka-ching, a first bank 3-pointer for Mitchell Edwards, and Carmi strikes first.
It's good to see Edwards get out of the gate early, strong air. Nice touch on the long perimeter shot.
Both the first 2 games, Mitchell has had a hard time getting going. Had a nice 23-point outing against Gallatin last Tuesday. Carmi up 3-0. Packer has the basketball now as he drives in, cutting back door and getting a shot blocked that time was Menzer. Now Carmi coming the other way. Driscoll into the front court, hands it off. Edwards thought about a corner 3. Now drives inside. To the rim he goes, can't bank it in. Loose rebound. Trey Dixon grabs it. Now it's a Holloman for 3. Got it! Ka-ching! Gavin Holloman from downtown. 6-0 Carmi.
Carmi being aggressive, taking to the rim, leads to an open shot for Holloman. Carmi's got to the best start possible.
It's 2 3-pointers. That's $6 from First Bank to the Carmi White County Unit 5 School District. 5:14 to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 Dogs. Locks over on the right side, holds the basketball, and you can tell Sesser is wanting to be as patient as possible offensively. And Carmi played a lot of games like that last year. First to 35 wins. They can play that kind of game. Loose ball. Carmi gets it at the other end. Here's Holloman looking at Edwards. Tries to throw a lob to Edwards. Not on the same page, and it leads to a turnover.
Yeah, a little too fancy there. Take it up strong, finish.
That's got to be 2 points if you're Carmi. 6-0 Bulldogs. 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. And again, Sesser taking the air out of the ball. Locks over on the right top, guarded by Holloman. Now picks up his dribble as Dixon switches on to him. At the free throw line, Minsner has it. Lost it, got it back. Now it's Packer with it between the circles. 4:25 to go here in the first. 6-0 Carmine. Packer gets the ball back over to Locks, his wide receiver. And he'll dribble the ball left, now over on the right top to Wilmore. Wilmore looks over the defense, guarded by Driscoll. Top of the key, Mincer has it. Now near side Locks. Dixon right there. He's looking now, a screen down low, gets Packer open, guarded by Holloman. He spins, shot fake, goes up, missed the shot. Loose rebound, Packer comes up with it. Lost his handle on the second shot attempt, and Trey Dixon grabs the rebound. Sesser, although patient, just kind of looks a little bit lost on the offensive end. Carmine out the basketball, leading 6-0. Landon Driscoll drives inside, Euro step to the rim, left-handed layup, good for Landon Driscoll.
Nice aggressive move by Driscoll. Saw the hole, took it strong. Bulldogs lead it by 8.
Timeout taken by Marcus Clary. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one as well, back in 30 seconds.
Looking for a hard-working truck? Look no further than Rice Motor Company in Carmine. Scott Rice here. We have 10 new 24 Chevrolet and GMC 3/4 and 1-ton trucks in stock. Gas and diesel, crew cabs, regular cabs, or cab and chassis. We have them in
15.
For the end of the year, hurry in and select the 3/4 ton and 1-ton Chevy or GMC that works best for you. Selection is limited, so hurry in and choose your 3/4 or 1-ton
Stand by.
GMC only at Rice Motor Company in Carmine.
3:41 to play here in the first quarter after a Sesser timeout. Carmine leading at 8-0. Cole Carter and Jason Craig with you. Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio.
Carmine doing a nice job so far. 3 for 5 from the field, and that includes 2 for 3 from the three-point line.
Sesser looking for a little bit of their luck on the offensive end. They're scoreless thus far. Packer has the basketball. They go to a dribble weave here now on the near side. Shooting a 3 and missing everything was Wilmore, but Packer got the offensive rebound. He'll go back up and put it in. And right on cue, Colt Packer puts the Red Devils on the board. It's 8-2.
Packer's a body. He gets the ball around the rim. You're really not going to stop him.
Frisco into the front court. Now it's Trey Dixon in the near corner. Dixon looks, got it poked away, and then gets in the hands of Mitchell Edwards. Driscoll between the circles, ball above his head, now puts it on the floor. Holloman wanted to go back door. Now it's Driscoll with that the midcourt logo. Under 3 to play here in the first quarter. 8-2. Carmine as Sesser is trying to amp up the defensive pressure. Edwards far corner. Driscoll no baseline. Now a crossover back to the top of the key. Now it's Stockton near side Dixon. Dixon drives him to the left hand. Now it's Edwards left wing 3. Rims out. Offensive rebound controlled by Gavin Holloman. Gavin tries to go back up. He does and puts it in.
Nice job crashing the boards by Holloman there.
Gavin's got 5, and the Carmine lead back up to 8, 10-2, with 2:21 to play here in the first quarter. In the near corner with it is Menser. Now on the post to it, right to Landon Driscoll. Carmine's got numbers 2-on-1. Driscoll with a shot fake goes up, can't bank it in, and the rebound there grabbed by Menser. That's twice Carmine has come up empty-handed on a fast break. Packer with it left top, guarded there by Trey Dixon. Driving in, now penetrates, picks up his dribble. Locks will try a left-handed three-point shot, won't go. Rebound tipped up. Packer grabs it, and they're going to get a foul called against Colt Packer. Ball goes back over to Carmine.
That seemed like that was a little forced, but Sesser changed defense. They've gone man, and they're putting Packer to follow Edwards. And it seems like Sesser's intensity picked up once they went man. Kind of made Carmine struggle a little bit.
Yep.
They looked very fluid against the zone. Man here, they're looking a little choppy.
Holloman left top. Now it's Edwards as Carmine goes to their flex style offense. Dixon, top of the key. Driscoll fires a deep 3. Ka-ching! A first bank three-pointer for Landon Driscoll. And Carmine's lead is now 11 at 13-2.
Like we talked about, sharing the wealth. That's the third Bulldog to hit from beyond 20 feet.
Carmine hitting them early. They lead 13-2, 1:20 left to play here in the first quarter. Locks on the right top, goes on the near side. This is Kitzer who checked into the ball game. Now Wilmore has it between the circles, back to Packer. We approach the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter. Packer drives in, picks up his dribble. Behind the back pass, taken away and stolen by Holloman. And Gavin gets it over to Driscoll, and Carmine now in the front court, and Driscoll traveled. Wanted to take a step with his left and wanted to pass it, couldn't make up his mind, and took a step. Thought he got away with it at first, but they called the travel.
Really just the first true mistake Carmine's had so far in the first quarter here. Carmine's looked really sharp here. They're doing it on the inside, keeping the Red Devils off the boards there on the defensive end. A good start for the Bulldogs here, quarter number 1.
Final minute here in the first quarter, 13-2. Bulldogs with the lead. Sesser again being patient. Locks has it, guarded by Edwards. Now he picks up his dribble. With it now is Short, who checked into the ball game. Wilmore dribbles between the circles. Locks over on the right side, getting a screen. Now he picks up his dribble. Bounce pass down low, taken away by Landon Driscoll. 38 seconds left to play here in the first. Holloman left wing will try a catch-and-shoot 3. Left it short. Rebound grab by Locks. Locks throws it up ahead over on the right side to Short. He catches, fires a 3. Missed it. Another miss for Sesser-Valier. Just 2 points for the Red Devils here in the first quarter as Carmine will hold for one shot, leading 13-2. Holloman goes near side to Edwards. 10 seconds. Edwards to Driscoll at the top of the key. Left side, Dixon dribbles to his left. Holloman has it now. Holloman drives inside, kicks it out. Edwards catch and shoot 3. Short. Rebound grabbed by the Red Devils, and that's the end of the first quarter. Carmine looking pretty sharp, hitting their shots from beyond the arc, playing good defense, and they lead Sesser 13-2 as we go to the second quarter. We'll step aside for a 1-minute break right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Looking for a hard-working truck? Look no further than Rice
You are
Motor
clear.
Company in Carmine. Scott Rice here.
Thank
we
you.
have 10 new 24
You're welcome.
Chevrolet and GMC 3/4 and 1-ton trucks.
That
in
counts
stock.
as a station
Gas
ID,
and diesel,
right?
crew cab, regular cab,
What does?
cab and chassis.
97.3
We have them in stock.
WRUL.
Need that tax
Oh, yeah,
write-off
sure.
For the end of the year, hurry in and select
That'll
the
work.
3/4 ton or 1-ton Chevy or GMC that works
You're
best for
technically
you.
supposed to
Selection
say,
is
like,
limited, so
Carmine,
hurry in
Illinois
and
or
choose
something
the
else.
3/4 or 1-ton
I normally
Chevy or
do if I
GMC only at Rice
catch
Motor
myself
Company in
at
Carmine.
the top of the hour or a 30-minute mark.
It's that kind of miracle. You're receiving all those pieces you need for your picture. Every year.
Okay,
you
both
design
Rice
together.
Motors finally got
Organize,
played.
plan better for your future. Now is the time. This is Nancy J. Winter CPA, and I would love to help you with your tax return.
15?
Also with planning for your future, whether this be your farm, business, a new home, college, or retirement. Let me work with you to get the most out of your opportunity.
Stand by.
Better life
97.
for you and your family. Contact Nancy J. Winter CPA, Cherry Street, Carmine.
I'm back here in DuQuoin, start of the second quarter. Carmine White County leading Sesser-Valier 13-2. Cole Carter, Jason Craig with you. Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. Pretty solid first quarter for the Bulldogs, Jason.
Yeah, Carmine came out, shot 5 for 11 from the field. That included 3 for 7 from beyond the arc. Sesser really struggling from the field. They are only 1 for 6.
Red Devils go in the post to the mysterious number 25, who's not in the program, and his shot was no good. Mitchell Edwards grabbed the rebound. 13-2, Carmine in front, 30 seconds off the clock here in the second quarter. It looks like Sesser has gone back to their zone defense. Driscoll in front of the scorers table, now dribbles between the circles, near side Holloman. Near corner Dixon looking to pass, back to Holloman. Gavin looks, puts it on the floor, and a bounce pass to Mitchell Edwards on the left top. Far side Driscoll, cross-court pass Dixon, back to Edwards. And he goes back to Trey Dixon here on the left top. Now near corner, Gavin Holloman has it. Gavin looks, cross-court pass, Driscoll, catch and shoot 3 on the way. Won't go. Offensive rebound grabbed by Kate Stockton, then try to throw one down in the court or in the post. It was knocked away, but Edwards has it. No look pass to Dixon, goes into the contact and gets sent back by Packer. Dixon was trying to draw the foul. Packer sent it right back at him. Now the Red Devils are on offense. 6:45 to go here in the second quarter. 13-2 Carmine. Short drives in, leaves it off for Kitster. Who then hands it off back in between the circles. Over on the right top with it is Short. Short driving in, floater with the right hand, good off glass.
Pretty shot there.
Kyan Short, just a second made field goal for the Red Devils tonight. Carmine up 13-4. Trey Dixon here in the near corner. Back to Holloman. He'll pull up for 3. No good. Rebound going to be grabbed by Short. The one thing Carmi can't do, you want to shoot Sesser out of that zone defense, but really can't take Illinois shots early in the possession.
I was starting to state that right there on the middle. Don't just rely on 20-footers. Go inside.
Packer in the far corner. Now it's on the near corner into the hands of Kitster. Kitster, top of the key, three-point shot on the way. That one no good. Rebound grabbed by Driscoll. Carmi trying to push the floor. Then Driscoll pulls it back. He'll go on the far side to Edwards. Shot fake. He drives, and he shuffled the shoes. Going to be a Carmi turnover, and this is kind of what we saw last night. Bulldogs get the lead. Things get a little bit sloppy, and Kevin Wolf trying to stop it before it gets too far. He'll take a quick timeout. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. This timeout brought to you by Rush Appliance. If it's time to rethink your furniture and appliances, it's time to think Rush Appliance in Carmi and Fairfield. Back in 30 seconds.
You
Family
are
owned and
perfect.
operated.
I have a Rush Appliance ad.
Oh, crazy how that works.
Funny. You'd think that they paid us or something. 15? Stand by.
Well, Kevin Wolf calls a timeout, trying to straighten the ship. Carmi does still lead by 9, 13-4, 5.5 to play here in the second quarter. Red Devils have the ball as Short goes in the far corner to Colt Packer. Packer looking over the defense, bounce pass in the post, and that shot is no good. The mysterious number 25 was the one who put that one up, and Landon Driscoll grabs the rebound and draws a foul.
And Sesser just really struggling. That point-blank shot, I know you're trying to shoot over 6'6", but still, Sesser's got to find a way to score to stay in this ball game.
Now Sesser applying some full-court pressure. Carmi clears out, and Driscoll gets it across half court. Picks up his dribble now. He's a for Trey Dixon between the circles. Near side, Cade Stockton. He gets double-teamed, almost lost it, hands it off to Driscoll, and a foul going to be called before Driscoll turned the ball over. It went out of bounds, but the foul is against the Red Devils. And that was on Kitchener. That's his second, so he'll come out.
And again, it feels like Sesser's trying to inspire the offense by picking up the intensity on the defensive end. They're trapping high out of the zone. It looks like they're going to fall back. Looks like man, but I wouldn't be surprised if they stay in that 1-2-2.
Driscoll at the top of the key. Bounce pass on the far top to Mitchell Edwards. Dixon now near side. They go to Stockton. Stockton on the screen gets Driscoll open, trying to get inside. Leaves it for Edwards. Jab step for Mitchell. And they go back to Driscoll. 13-4. Carmi in front. 4:45 to play here in the second quarter. Edwards dribbling to his left. Carmi hanging out on the perimeter. Edwards will pull up for three. It's no good. And the rebound grabbed by Gavin Holloman. He'll go back up. That one short. Rebound then controlled by the Red Devils. Sesser on the run. Nobody in front of Menser, but he lost his dribble. Has to pull it out. And the Red Devils will reset the offense. Packer trying to get inside. Lost it. Left it for 25. Now at the top of the key, Menser has it. Menser dumps it off into the hands of Short. And Sesser will reset the offense. Low scoring affair here in the second quarter, 13-4. Top of the key, they go on the right side to Packer. Packer now on the far corner with it is Hicks. Hicks looks back on the right top. This is Short. Near corner Packer. Nice pass on a backdoor cut to Short. He turns and lays it in. All of a sudden, Sesser back within 7, 13-6.
I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but Sesser's winning the quarter 4-0 and suddenly making this a ball game.
Another Carmi turnover. Driscoll got it taken away. Now the Red Devils at the other end. They lob it up top. Minster threw one up. How about trying to get fancy? No good. Carmi now at the other end with Edwards in the near corner with Driscoll. He goes behind the back, gets inside. Double clutch shot, no good, but Landon drew the foul. He'll go to the free throw line.
And Kevin Wolf is vocal, to say the least. I'm trying to find the adjective.
Yeah.
He is not happy about the offense, and what I could read was basically, we are not running offense, and just throws his hands up in the air. So he is not crazy about the offensive sets.
Don't get fouled with a bad buying experience. Count on Expressway 4 Mercury and he'll always be in the bonus. These two Expressway Ford free throws by Landon Driscoll. First one off the mark. Carmi has not shot great at the free throw line so far this season. They lead Sesser, 3.5 to go here in the second quarter, 13-6. Second free throw for Driscoll on the way. That one is good. Landon's got 6, leading scorer for the Bulldogs. 14-6, Carmi up by 8. 3:23 to play here in the second. Packer over on the right top. Now between the circles to Hicks. Hicks will dribble this one back out to the midcourt logo. Hicks dribbling to the right. Tries to spin inside. Picks up his dribble. Leaves it for Packer. Gets the call from the head coach. And dribbles off to his right. Sesser has really not changed their style much throughout this first half. Very patient offensively, looking for open shots. Top of the circle, they have it. And they hand it back off to Short, who's guarded by Gavin Holloman. He goes to his right, hands it off to Packer. Now on the near side, Mincer. Near corner with it is Hicks. Back to Mincer, trying to get inside. Euro step, got blocked initially, and they call a foul on Landon Driscoll. I believe that's the first foul called against the Bulldogs, and it will be 2 free throws coming up for number 10. That's Brandon Mincer.
Well, very quietly, Cole. Sesser, the last 3 possessions down the court, they've come away with points. And they're slowly you're giving this team a little bit of confidence, and that can carry them a long way.
First free throw by Mincer was no good. That's kind of what happened last night. Carmi built this big lead, thought they were going to run away. Maybe you see the JV team before the end of the game, and all of a sudden, Sparta gained momentum, built a comeback, and got back within 2. All of a sudden, Carmi had to sweat that one out. Second free throw for Mincer on the way. That one no good as well. Both teams struggling at the free throw line, and what little free throws they've shot tonight. Edwards grabs the rebound. Bulldogs into the front court with Gavin Holloman. Man-to-man pressure being applied by the Red Devils. Driscoll gets inside. Finger roll layup won't go. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carmi. All 3 Carmi coaches saying, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's kind of gotten away from structured offensive sets, whether flex or one-on-one type things have become more dominant here. Carmi needs to get back to their game plan.
It was about 5 years ago. I'd say maybe too much hoops at Bradshaw going on. 14-6, Carmi leads it. 2:15 to play here in the second quarter. Hoops of Shaw disappeared.
I'm with you. I know where it's talking
Lucas
about.
Matzel moves away and it disappears. Red Devils trying to score as Wilmore gets inside. Now over on the right top with it is Hicks. 2 minutes to go in the first half. 14-6 Carmi. Wilmore has the basketball. Going to get a screen there from Mincer. Dribbles left, now back to his right. Gets inside, off the bum of the backcourt. Missed that shot. Driscoll into the front court. Carmi looking for a quick bucket. Haywood now near corner. Holloman catch and shoot 3. Too hard, but it bounces in. Ka-ching, a 3-point shot. First bank 3-pointer for Gavin Holloman. He's got 8.
That looked like it was going to airmail the entire rim, and it hit straight up, died, and went straight through.
Couple of friendly bounces here in this near side basket. Carmi leads 17-6. 80 seconds left here in the second quarter. Hicks drives inside, now goes near corner, taken away by Driscoll. Bulldogs have numbers, 3-on-2. Driscoll, 2-step into the lane, off glass and good for Landon Driscoll. He's got 8, and now Sesser wants a timeout with 1:06 to play. It's a full timeout, so we'll take one as well. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. Back in 30 seconds on 97.3 WRUL.
Because there's a job opening almost everywhere right now.
Clear. You said just a 30.
Yes, please.
15. Stand by.
OriginalCompany.com. We're an equal opportunity employer.
Taking a look at the regional scoreboard that's built by Carmi Lumber, helping to assemble and shape a better community. That's Carmi Lumber. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber on 3rd Street in Carmi. Earlier tonight here at the DuQuoin Tip-Off Classic, Heron defeated Sparta 73-44. At the Carlisle tournament, it was Flora defeating Oakville in a close one, 47-41. And then in Goreville, it was Benton defeating Hardin County 78-33. And then about 5 minutes ago, it was Harrisburg and Goreville tied at 39 late in the third. All of turkey tournaments going on around the Southern Illinois area here in the last week of November. Under a minute to go in the first half. Sesser has the basketball. They throw it across as Carmine has moved to his zone defense. And a three-point shot on the right wing up and in for Wilmore.
That's the first perimeter shot Sesser's hit in the first half.
Red Devils back within 9 at 19-9. Or back within 10, excuse me. Driscoll goes in the far corner. Trey Dixon. He dribbles to his right. Now it's Holloman near side, near corner, back to Driscoll. Driscoll back to Trey Dixon. 25 seconds. Carmine can hold for one shot if they want to. And I think that's what they're going to do. Holloman dribbling between his legs. Cross right, now back to his left. Hands it off to Edwards. Ball poked away, stolen by Packer. Nobody in front. Open layup, good. Sesser a 5-0 run after the timeout. Now 7 seconds. 19-11. Driscoll, 4 seconds. Trying to get inside. Double clutch shot in the air. Can't bank it in. Tipped up, no good. And the first half ends on a high note for Sesser-Valier as the Red Devils cut it back within 8 at the half.
And I will say, when the head coach beats your players to the locker room in halftime, if you could be a fly on the wall.
I was looking. I saw Coach Tidney, saw Coach Stubbs, saw Grayson over there, and did not see Coach Wolf. But, yeah, and you got to understand, Jason, talking to Coach last night after the win, not happy, but it's all about the potential of what this team can do, and they're just not playing really as a team right now.
Yeah, you could tell it about a quarter of the way into the second quarter. They got away from the game plan, whatever that may be, the sets. It just seemed like it was hoops at Bradshaw, so to speak, and it just got away from the game plan. And all of a sudden, Sesser fed off of that, and Sesser's made this a ball game. And it took out of a timeout. They finished the quarter in a 5-0 run there, and you don't look in the rearview mirror. Sesser's knocking on the door here, and Coach Wolf is now standing out here in the hallway, getting ready to give the speech. And if you know Coach Wolf, it's going to be a speech. I guarantee it.
Halftime score: Carmine leading Sesser-Valier 19-11. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. Come back with the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
You need insurance to help protect the things that mean a lot.
You are clear.
You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget. At Country Financial, we get it. For close to 100 years, we've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important and help you prepare for the future. Best of all, I aim to get to know you and find solutions for your needs. In other words, we've got your back. Call me, Kyle Hosick, your Country Financial representative, at 618-382-4677 to chat about your insurance needs today.
The alarm sounds, coffee brews, and the porch light guides your steps toward another busy day. Just like you, Invenergy Solar is up with the sun. Invenergy's Boomtown Solar project will create up to 400 construction jobs and create enough electricity to power 40,000 American homes. Invenergy expects to invest $60 million over the project's lifetime, helping illuminate the future of all in White County. Private investment developed on private property with public benefits. Invenergy.
Did you spend all summer fighting that old worn-out lawn equipment? Let Southern Illinois Trading and Supply replace that worn-out machine with one of our new world-class products like Skag, Spartan, and Echo. Check out clearance, special financing, and rebates on outdoor products, and be the envy of your neighborhood with our incredible lineup of Envy neighborhood vehicles at Southern Illinois Trading and Supply. The best of small-town value and big city selection. Visit SI Trading and Supply, East Carmine.
Citizens National Bank of Albion has always been in the business of making dreams come true.
Are you like many in the community that have dreamed of owning your own business?
Bring your ideas in and speak to one of our commercial loan professionals in Albion, Olney, Crossville, and Bridgeport.
Our competitive rates and solid decision making will make it the best decision you've ever made.
Let us help you get started, and we'll watch your business grow.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
WRUL is the Tri-State Boomer, but is it like called something else too?
Hi, folks.
No,
I'm Chris
I've always
Myers.
wondered that.
And I'm Cole Carter. Download
You know,
the
how,
Hutch
like,
Bucks
you know,
Big Rewards
Hot
app
96,
now and
the
save
Bash,
with great
things like
coupons
that.
on
But
gas,
no.
snacks, and more.
Just
And make sure to
WRUL.
fuel up at the Bulldog Spirit Pump at Hutch.
I'm working on the
Portion of
logo
your
for the
fill-up goes to
50th
support
next year.
Conroe White County Unit 5
And Tri-State
schools.
Boomer
And that
is
makes
just
you a
awkward
playmaker
looking.
in the community. Hutch Market,
Well,
headquartered
for
in Carmine.
WROYs, I did 50 or 75 years of classic hits, and that kind of sounds good.
Yeah.
I guess I could put like of country. Today's country is another thing they say.
Yeah, or of country hits.
15 unless you need another one.
Nope, that'll be good.
Okay. Stand by.
Plus trade 95 or newer. See dealer for details.
Halftime here at DuQuoin. Carmine White County leading Sesser-Valier 19-11 at the break. The halftime show is brought to you by the Jordan Funeral Group. Remembering lives well lived and honoring the tradition of Bulldog sports, visit jordanfuneralgroup.com. Well, Carmine, sloppy at times. Looked like they had things going at certain times, especially there in the first quarter. But, you know, Jason, we just haven't really seen this team played 4 full quarters of basketball, and that first half was kind of an example.
Yeah, Carmine came out of the gates strong, moving the ball. Sesser came out in a zone, trying to trap on the higher points close to the midpoint line. Carmine knocked down a couple perimeter shots. That opened up the inside. And then all of a sudden, about 2 minutes into the second quarter, Carmine went away from the script, and that opened the door for Sesser to climb back in this. And for a little bit, it felt like Carmine was just going to run away with this thing and just make it an easy night. And all of a sudden, Carmine's in a dogfight.
Scoring recap for Carmine there in the first 2 quarters. They were led by both Landon Driscoll and Gavin Holloman, who had 8 points apiece. 3 points from Mitchell Edwards. That's it. and that's what it's been these first 3 games for Carmine, 2.5 games. It's just, you know, a couple of guys hitting some shots. And I know it's early in the season. You only have a couple of weeks of practice. You're playing a couple of good teams in this tournament, or even Gallatin County last week. It's going to take some time for this team to really get things figured out.
Yeah, and I think trying to identify that fourth score is going to be what should be at hand. You know, Cade Stockton got the start tonight. He did some things that we don't mention on here individually, crashed the boards. The defense on the other end had a couple offensive rebounds. He did the blue-collar work that's not a knowledge. I think he's got that role as the blue-collar guy, the glue guy. Now the question is, who is that supporting cast to help the other 3 on the offensive end?
Well, scoring-wise for Sesser, they only had 3 guys scoring points as well. And my math is correct, so I'm missing somebody. But I have Packer for 2, Short for 4, Wilmore for 3. I'll figure out where my other 2 points are here in a minute. But, Jason, team stats?
Looking at Sesser first, they were 5 for 14 from the field in the first half for 36%. That included 1 for 4 from beyond the 3-point line. They were 0 for 2 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 7 of those on the defensive end, and they turned the ball over 7 times unofficially. For Carmine, they started out hot. They were 5 for 11 in the first quarter. They end the half 7 for 21 from the field. That includes 4 for 11 from beyond the arc, 50% from the charity stripe, 13 rebounds, 5 of those on the offensive end. And all of a sudden, Carmine had 5 turnovers, and probably 3 of those came in the last 2 minutes of the first half.
Well, if there's one bright spot for Carmine, despite your 8-point lead, I think defensively they did some good things. Sesser wanted to slow things down, but those 7 turnovers, Carmine was able to get up and create those turnovers and get some pressure on the Red Devils.
They sure did, and Carmine kind of left some opportunities out there on the floor as well, a couple fast breaks where they had opportunity. They tried to get a little fancy. The big one in my mind was the Holloman, looked like alley-oop type right at the rim to Edwards and overthrew everybody. You know, you can't do those things early on. You've got to make sure you get your points. Then when you start getting a comfortable margin, okay, try see what happens and everything. But little things like that will definitely eat a coach, and I know Coach Wolf probably addressed that there in the locker room.
Halftime score, Carmine leading Sesser-Valier here at the DuQuoin Tip-Off Classic, 19-11. We'll step aside for a 1-minute break. Come back with the third quarter right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Hamilton Memorial Hospital.
You are clear.
Thank you.
It's 4-2 Carmine girls.
The care you need when and where you need it, close to home. To schedule an appointment, call 618-382-5030.
Great teamwork is no accident.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop.
I've been giving Rush Appliance some grief about how long they've had their ad, but Hale Body Shop needs a new one too.
You get your car back as quickly as possible.
When it comes to
15?
collision repair, more and more people choose the team way out there on Possum Road.
Hale Body Shop in Carmine.
David and the gang are proud supporters of area athletes.
Stand by.
Back here in DuQuoin, Bulldogs leading Sesser-Valier 19-11. We do have a score update from McDougall-Evers. It's the Lady Bulldogs leading Hamilton County 7-5 as they begin conference play this week. Best of luck to Clinton Wolf the rest of this evening, and later on this week they're having a good start. They're off to a 4-1 record. They took home second place at the Harrisburg Preview Tournament last week. Our next girls broadcast will be next Monday when they host the Lady Mules of Fairfield at McDougall-Evers Gymnasium.
I think this first 3 minutes here, Cole, in the second half for Carmine, is going to kind of set the tone for the rest of the half. They need to respond quick, and they need to be efficient.
And then Driscoll has the basketball as the Bulldogs start the half with the possession. Driscoll, bounce pass on the right side to Gavin Holloman. Top of the key, it's Edwards who has it now. Edwards got it there by Locks, dribbles to his left, hands it off Dixon left top. Trey dribbles to his right, now picks it up, bounce pass to Edwards. That one poked away, almost out of bounds. Dixon able to maintain possession. Tight ropes the half-court line. Sesser-Valier thought it was a travel or a backcourt violation. Either way, Driscoll able to get inside, can't hit the layup, got the offensive rebound, and goes back up and draws a foul.
Yeah, good play by Driscoll there. I thought he may have got away with a travel because he took the Euro and then the little bunny hop, but stayed with his miss, went up strong, now has 2 from the charity stripe.
He gets pretty fancy going towards the rim sometimes. 2 Expressway Ford free throws here for Landon Driscoll. And the first free throw is good. Last season, Landon 65% from the free throw line. Second one on the way. He goes 2 for 2. He's got 10, leading scorer for each side. Carmine, their lead is 10, 21-11. On the far side, they get it in the hands. This is going to be Mesner. Now top of the key with it now is Hicks. Hicks driving in. That one poked away by Gavin Holloman. Nope, they say Locks touched it last, out of bounds. Another Sesser-Valier turnover. 21-11, Carmine in front. 1 minute gone here in the third quarter. Driscoll directing traffic, goes to his right, now back to his left, guarded by Locks. Kid past him. Now it's Edwards driving right. Far corner, Holloman catch and shoot 3 on the way. Won't go. Driscoll there for the offensive rebound. And didn't have a good look, so he dribbles it back out. Bulldogs will reset the offense. Driscoll hands it off to Edwards. Left top, thought about pulling up for 3. Now puts it on the floor. Over on the right side, Holloman. Jab step. Holloman picks up his dribble now, fakes the pass, hands it off to Driscoll. Bounce pass Stockton down low, steps through, layup good for Cade Stockton. Good possession there for Carmine.
Good use of the perimeter, penetrated, found Stockton open, he puts it in.
Bulldog lead up to 12, 23-11, 6:22 to play in the third quarter. Locks on the right side, top of the key, gets it in the hands of Packer. Packer directs traffic, hands it off on a weave now to Locks. Picks up his dribble, nice backdoor catch by Packer, hit the shot and one. Foul on Mitchell Edwards.
Nice play there by Packer, wasn't afraid of the 6'6" Edwards and got the contact, followed through.
I believe that's only the second foul that's been called on Carmine tonight. First on Edwards. And a free throw here for Colt Packers. He's got 4 points. Make it 5. Sesser-Valier trying to chip away down to a 9-point game, 23-14, as they apply some full court pressure. Carmi breaks it with ease. Numbers in the front court now. Dixon getting inside. His layup good. Trey Dixon, first time we've really seen him aggressive, goes up and lays it in off glass.
Yeah. Carmi coming out here in the second half in the supporting cast. Dixon and Stockton getting in the scorebook.
25-14. Bulldogs up by 11. 5:45 to play here in the third quarter. Wilmore has it. Bounce pass on the near side. Menzer. Now between the circles into the hands. No, this is Mensner. That was Locks who had it. They're going to get a illegal screen against Sesser-Valier. So a turnover. That foul goes against number 12. That's Hicks.
Let's see if Carmi can capitalize on the turnover here.
Holloman into the front court. Bulldogs lead by 11, 25-14. Gavitt goes to his right, hands it off to Edwards. He dribbles to his left. Edwards crossover, and we got a foul away from the ball against Sesser-Valier. That one is going to be on Wyatt Locks. That's his first. Third against Sesser already here in the third quarter.
Sesser's getting ready to put Carmi at the charity stripe here with that new rule with the 5 fouls.
5 fouls means double bonus for each quarter. Edwards top of the key off the inbounds. Crossover, getting past his man, gets inside, 2-step, left the layup short. Rebound grab by Packer, and the Red Devils into the front court. Packer tried to spike one in there, stolen by Driscoll, throws it up ahead to Edwards. His layup no good, but Dixon there for the rebound, who puts it up and in.
Edwards didn't really know where he was at on the floor. Looked like he was getting ready to cock it back and put it down. Saw he was too far away. Nice job by Dixon following up to clean it up.
Timeout Sesser-Valier, a 30-second timeout. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm Jessica Cook, Doctor of Physical Therapy with Pro Rehab in Carmine. Whether it's a twisted ankle, strained muscle, or knee injury that can make the pros gasp, at Pro Rehab, we have the playbook to get you off the bench and back in the game. We'll take the field of recovery together by developing a plan that maximizes your performance. Come in, Jessica Cook, for preventative care and post-injury rehab. 618-384-7872. That's 384-7872.
Back here in DuQuoin, Carmi-White County leading Sesser-Valier 27-14. Cole Carter, Jason Craig with you. Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. Another score update from McDougal-Evers. The Lady Bulldogs are now trailing Hamilton County 18-11. That one towards the end of the first quarter. And there's a pass into the far corner that goes out of bounds. A Sesser-Valier turnover. That is now, 11 on the night?
Yeah,
4 in this half.
in this quarter. And it's simple little things. It shows the lack of practice opportunities that they've had. Little miscommunications, trying to force things that aren't there, and it's shooting them in the foot.
Holloman on the handoff from Driscoll goes to his left. Now near corner. Edwards thought about a 3, drives baseline and got it poked away, out of bounds. Nope, they say last touch by Edwards. I think he just dribbled out of bounds.
I think he may have been aided out of bounds.
That's what Kevin Wolf's saying. He was saying that he got pushed. Hard to tell from our angle. But it's a Carmi turnover. Both teams having a hard time taking care of the ball. But still a 13-point Bulldog lead, 27-14, 4.5 to play here in the third quarter. Locks tries in with the left hand. Now gets it back between the circles. Goes near side with it. And a new player in the ball game drawing the foul. Jonah Rufino. And he's fouled by Landon Driscoll. And is Landon second.
I was going to say, Carmi's amped up the defensive side. They're very aggressive, stick poking the ball with the hands and stuff, and Driscoll got his hand caught in the cookie jar on that one.
Under 4.5 to play here in the third, 27-14 Carmi. Rufino near side, cutting down low now and trying to get a shot up that's Kitzner. Now here's a near corner 3 for Minster. It won't go, and they're going to get an over-the-back foul on Locks as he flew over the back of Gavin Holloman going for the rebound. That's his second. Ball goes back over to Carmi. 27-14, Bulldogs with the lead. 4:12 to play here in the third. The inbounds pass from Holloman is tipped out of bounds. We'll stay with Carmine.
So you better get settled in because Sesser's going to be full court probably for the rest of this one.
Their offense, their half-court offense has not looked very good. They're trying to create some turnovers into the half court and lead the baskets as Dixon into the front court just like that, turns it over. That's what Sesser's trying to do. And here they go in the front court with Rufino. He'll try a three. Really, he'll advise three, and it's no good, and it goes out of bounds. Probably not the best shot right there. Four minutes to play here in the third quarter. 27-14, Carmine with the lead and the ball. Holloman looking on the inbounds and nearly a 5-second call, but Kevin Wolf has to burn a timeout. It's a full timeout. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. If it's time to rethink your furniture and appliances, it's time to think Rush Appliance in Carmine and Fairfield. Back in 1 minute.
Ready for cold, snow, and ice?
Me either.
What about your car?
Ready or not, it's coming.
And now's the time to get ready.
Colder temps take their toll.
Cooling systems, batteries, and tires all need special attention.
Cole, did you say you want a whole minute?
Yes, please.
Okay. Just making sure. My mic was turned off when I was asking the first time.
Do what?
My mic was turned off when I was asking the first time.
Oh, gotcha.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years.
18-15, Hamco into one.
For every room in your home. Grills and
Lisa Wolf said that Rager's on the bench for 2 fouls early.
This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield and my dad Terry in Carmine, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service.
Stand by.
.358 to play in the third quarter. Bulldogs have the ball in a 13-point lead. 27-14 after the Kevin Wolf timeout. Cole Carter, Jason Craig with you. Haley Winkleman back at the studio. Carmine on offense as Gavin Holloman has the ball between the circles. Gavin dribbles to his right, leaves it for Driscoll on the far top. Driscoll bounce pass near side to Edwards. Down the near corner, Dixon has it. He goes baseline, picks it up. Now it's back to Holloman. Catch and shoot three. Got it. Ka-ching. Gavin Holloman, a first bank three-pointer. He's got 11. Leading scorer for the Bulldogs.
First three-pointer for the second half for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs up by 16 as that is $3 from first bank to the Carmine-White County Unit 5 School District. Holloman then knocks a pass out of bounds. Ball stays with Sesser-Valier as Carmine has grown this lead to 16. 30-14. We approach the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Locks directing traffic. Started by Holloman. Drives to his left. Met there by Edwards, and they're going to get an offensive foul. Locks lowered his shoulder and went right into Edwards. Thought they were going to let it play momentarily, but another Sesser turnover.
Yeah, that was the right call. You just saw him lower his head and put it in Edwards' chest.
3:10 to play here in the third. Bulldogs get it in. Dixon will pick up his dribble and then draw the foul as Sesser has really tried to amp up this defensive pressure, trying to cause turnovers. And they've been a little bit too aggressive as Carmine will now shoot 2 free throws per foul for the rest of this third quarter.
Yeah, and you can take a look at that score, 30-14. Sesser's going to struggle to get to 30 points tonight.
First free throw for Dixon is up and good. Trey last season, 44% from the charity stripe. He's got 5 points tonight. 3:06 to play here in the third. 31-14 Bulldogs. Second free throw on the way for Dixon, no good. Offensive rebound grab by Edwards. He fades away, shot no good, and it goes out of bounds. Looks like it was last touched by Sesser, but they say last touched by Carmine.
Yeah, I didn't really understand that. Edwards had it right there in the lane. Should have just gone straight up and in. Draws a contact at worst. Make a 2-footer versus the fadeaway 5-footer.
As they're between the circles now on the far side, this is Ruffino with it. Drives with the left hand, picks it up, looking, trying to get rid of it. Close to a 5 call, gets it in the hands now of Wilmore. Going at Driscoll in the post, he fades away and hits the shot. He did what Edwards just tried to do, but it worked for him. 5 points for Wilmore, and Sesser-Valier is back within 15 as Driscoll draws a foul in front of the Carmi bench, and there'll be more Expressway Ford free throws.
Yeah, Sesser's doing everything they can, being aggressive defensively. They just don't know when to pull it back in. I thought he was going to ride him all the way out of the gym.
First free throw for Landon Driscoll, who's got 10 points tonight. Make it 11 as that one gets the roll. Makes it 32-16. Second one for Driscoll. On the way. Got them both. Driscoll with 12. The lead is 17 for Carmi. 33-16. Shine with it now in the hands of Ruffino. Top of the key. Wilmore catch and shoot three. Won't go. Rebound grab by Stockton. Those it up ahead to Driscoll. Carmi with numbers, but Driscoll will take it to the top of the key. Edwards thought about a three. Now dribbles to his left. Looking to get inside now. Goes right at Locks. Looking for a foul. No whistle. Now Sesser-Valier the other way. Locks far side with it. Catch and shoot three on the way. On this end is good from Short. Tyler Short for three. He's got 7. And the Red Devils not going away. 33-19. They take it right away. Wilmore now at the basket. His layup good. A 5-0 spurt for the Red Devils. Now Carmi trying to hurry into the front court, and they do with Holloman. Goes from 17 to 12 just like that. 33-21. 90 seconds left to go here in the third. Driscoll dribbles to his left. Picks it up now. Hands it off for Edwards. Back to Driscoll. And then looking. Now puts it on the floor. He'll dribble back to the midcourt logo. Kevin Wolf going to want the team to hold the ball as long as they can here if possible. Driscoll left top. Drives inside. Kicks it out. Holloman open for three on the way. He'll take that. First bank three-pointer. Gavin Holloman, who's having a good night. He's got 14.
Good ball patience there by Carmi. Found the open man. Holloman knocks it down.
Final minute here in the third quarter. 36-21. Carmi White County. Ruffino on the right top. Dribbles near side. Picks it up. Stops. Pops. Puts up a deep two-point shot for Ruffino is up and good. 36-23. Carmi into the front court. Holloman driving inside. Dumps it off for Dixon. Had the right idea. But Kevin Wolf says, pull it out. Let's hold for one with 32 seconds to go in the quarter. 36-23 Carmi. Driscoll dribbling at midcourt. Guarded there by Wilmore, and Wilmore took it away, but he fouled him in the front. No, it was Driscoll who fouled him. Wilmore took it away from Driscoll, and Landon commits his third foul.
Yeah, Landon kind of got a little sidetracked there, nonchalant dribbling it. Defender picked out the rhythm of the dribble and went after it, got it. And Driscoll will go to the bench with his third foul. Put an asterisk by that one.
Mason Haywood checks in here for the final 21 seconds of the third quarter. Carmi up by 13, 36-23. 12 seconds now. Mesner at the top of the key. Goes near corner. It's just Short with it. Now it's Wilmore getting inside with 6 seconds. Throws it up. No good. Rebound grab by Holloman. 3 seconds. Up ahead to Edwards. At the rim. He lays it in, and the buzzer sounds. Mitchell Edwards, his first basket since the first points of the game. He's got 5, and the Carmi lead is 15 as we go to the fourth quarter. Bulldogs lead 38-23 here over Sesser-Valier. We'll take a 1-minute break. Fourth quarter coming up right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or want to enjoy a stroll around your neighborhood, orthopedic health is critical to your quality of life. The Orthopedic and Sports Medicine team at Wabash General Hospital treats injuries and disorders of the bones, joints, ligaments, tendons, muscles, and spine so you can return to moving through life with greater comfort and ease. To schedule an appointment, call 618-263-6400. Wabash General Hospital, people you know, helping people you love.
Why have Iowa's banked with Citizens National Bank of Albion? Because
JC already has changes, so.
Do what?
It's been in business for 80 years. They're privately owned, which means solid decision-making right here.
It won't change much. He likes it. Just minor things. 15.
To support my day-in, day-out business.
Now I know better banking. Visit CNB online at cnbalbion.com or call 800-445.
Stand by
to find out what sets them apart from the other banks. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Start of the fourth quarter here in DuQuoin, night number 2 of the DuQuoin Tip-Off Classic. Carmi-White County leading Sesser-Valier 38-23. Cole Carter, Jason Craig with you. Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. Bulldogs trying to finish this one off and move to 3-0 on the season. Top of the key, Wilmore has it. He'll fire a 3. It won't go, and Edwards able to grab the rebound, gets it over to Haywood as Carmi gets into the front court. Haywood over on the right side to Trey Dixon. Leaves it off for Holloman on the right top. Sesser's gone back to that trap zone defense. Edwards left open, left wing 3. Got it. Ka-ching. A first bank 3-pointer for Mitchell Edwards. He's got 8.
Good ball movement there by Carmi. Dixon does a nice job looking opposite side. Found Edwards wide open for the 3.
When you're playing that trap defense, you know someone's going to be open at the other side. There's a shot in the lane that's up and good for Kitzner. That's his first points. The Red Devils back within 16, 41-25. Mitchell Edwards missed the dunk, and it goes out of bounds. It's a second missed dunk of this week. I hope Carmi does not lose by 2.
He had the path.
Yep.
I mean, I can't fault him, but you got to finish.
Yeah. On the near side, Short has it. Now they go on the far top to Wilmore, guarded by Stockton. A foul called away from the ball down low against Carmine.
Looks like they caught Haywood for handsy. We call those the handsies.
You'd be correct. Mason picks up his first Carmine foul here in the fourth quarter. Haywood will come out. Landon Driscoll back in, playing with 3 fouls. 6:55 to play here in the fourth quarter. 41-25, Carmine in front. As Short will inbound it. That one intercepted by Cade Stockton. Now up ahead, Edwards at the other end. He didn't miss that one. Throws it down with the right hand. First dunk of the year for Mitchell Edwards. He's got 10.
And it's good to see him bounce back. He didn't back down from that one. He looked more assertive on that one.
Going to see a lot of those this year for number 5. Carmine's lead up to 18, 43-25, and there's another Sesser-Valier turnover.
That makes 13 for the game, 6 here in the second half for the Red Devils. And something I've noticed, Colt Packer has not been in this ball game here in the second half.
He hasn't. See him over on the bench. He might have 2 fouls, if that. I'm with you. I haven't seen him here in the second half. Full court pressure being applied here by Sesser-Valier as Carmine tries to get into the front court with Edwards, not the normal ball handler. He hands it off to Stockton in the near corner. He drives baseline, shot fake. Tries to dump it off to Dixon. Pass went through his hands. Now Holloman has it on the right top. Gavin drives in and draws a foul on Locks. I believe that's his 4th. It'll be 2 free throws coming up for Gavin Holloman.
You could see Coach Wolf, when Stockton got stuck underneath there and got it out, he was trying to get the reset the offense. So hopefully it's not falling back into that let's go away from the script thing again here in the fourth quarter.
First free throw for Holloman is good. These free throws brought to you by Expressway Ford. And the second one no good. 15 points for Holloman, and Cade Stockton able to grab the offensive rebound. The Carmine lead is 19, 44-25. Dixon between the circles, guarded by Locks, dribbles to his left, now leaves it for Stockton on the left top. Driscoll, top of the key, looking to get it down low. Now in the near corner, it's Dixon. Back to Cade Stockton. Driscoll between the circles. 44-25 Carmine. Holloman right top. Left-hand dribble, pulls up for a mid-range jumper. It's good. Gavin Holloman, who's making a case for all-tournament team. He's got 17 points.
That was fundamental out of the offense. Nice play.
21-point Carmine lead, 46-25. Top of the circle, this is Kitzner trying to get inside, and his layup up and good. He's got 4 points. Down to a 19-point game, 46-27. Driscoll across half court. Dribbling and hands it off to Holloman left top. Holloman puts on the floor with the right hand. Stops, looking, goes near side. Driscoll with a jab step. Landon gets inside. Now a bounce pass on the far corner. Holloman 3. Ka-ching! Gavin Holloman. How about a 20-point outing for the junior? And the Bulldog lead is 22, 49-27.
Holloman's feeling it right now.
Locks trying to get inside against Holloman. His left-handed layup up and good. First basket for Wyatt Locks. As the lead down to 20, 49-29. Driscoll looking to penetrate, picks it up. Now leaves for Holloman between the circles. Gavin with a crossover. Off to the right side, picks up his dribble now. Bounce pass for Edwards. Edwards dribbling left. Leaves it for Driscoll now. Carmine's gone to that dribble weave offensive set. Stockton looking to go to the rim. His shot rolls in. Hit every part of the rim. Cade Stockton has 4. This is the Carmine team we're kind of expecting to see.
Yeah, they're starting to distribute the ball well amongst all 5 of them out there on the floor.
51-29. Driscoll with the steal and an easy layup at the other end. Thought he was going to go up and throw that one down.
I thought he was going to pull a hamstring.
53-29 Carmine, as Wilmore's shot won't go, and the rebound tipped up loose, still on the ground, into the hands now of Cade Stockton. And we'll start to see Carmine try to milk this clock. We are under 4 minutes left to play. Edwards to his left. Now it's Holloman. Thought about a 3. Looking over the defense. Oh, we had Dixon down low trying to get it to him. And third just a little bit too high. Goes out of bounds. So Merrick Milhorn will check in his first action of the night. Mason Haywood back in also as well here with 3:40 left to play. 53-29. Carmine with the lead. Do have a score update from McDougal Evers. Lady Bulldogs up over Hamilton County, 32-22 at halftime. So a nice second quarter for the Lady Bulldogs. Hoping they can hold on for first conference win of the year. They will be at El Dorado on Thursday. 3:40 left to play here in the ball game. Carmine up 53-29. Wyatt Locks will walk this one across the timeline. Wouldn't be shocked if either team starts to empty their benches here soon. Locks inside against Holloman. Nice move by Locks. Got Holloman up in the air. Missed the shot. And a loose ball on the rebound. Still tipped. And it's Haywood who comes away with it. It's over to Milhorn. Now back to Haywood. And he'll take it across the timeline. 53-29. Carmine in front. 3:15 to play. Haywood picks up his dribble. And Kevin Wolf will call a 30-second timeout. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds on 97.3 WRUL.
Teamwork. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Carmine Lumber celebrates the student athletes competing and wishes them great success. Depend on the team at Carmine Lumber for all success with your home projects. Electrical, plumbing, lumber, hardware, and more. Before you drive an
Stand by.
.net. Carmine Lumber, proud supporter of area athletes.
Taking a look at the regional scoreboard that's built by Carmine Lumber over at the Goreville tournament. Goreville defeating Harrisburg 74-64. And we just mentioned the Lady Bulldogs up over Hamilton County at halftime, 32-23. Final 3 minutes here in the ball game. Carmine up over Sesser-Valier 53-29. Mason Haywood with a bounce pass to Milhorn. That one poked away and stolen away. Then taken right back away by Haywood and a bounce pass to Holloman that leads for a layup. It's a nice recovery by Haywood. Gets the assist. 55-29. Now Kevin Wolf will start to put in some of his JV players. Over on the far side, this is Rufino who has it. Now it's Wilmore looking to get inside, guarded by Milhorn. Gets it back over in the hands of Locks. 2.5 to play. Locks dribbling, pulls up for a step-back 3, too hard. Loose ball rebound, grabbed by the mysterious number 25, and he'll go to the free throw line. That's a line I got from the great Scott Allen. You ever meet someone not on the roster? You know, the mysterious number 25. He says one thing you know about him, he loves his mother. First free throw is no good. A couple of subs in the game for Carmine. Colton Marvin will check in. Hayden Sauls will check in, getting their first varsity action of their young careers. much better second half for the Bulldogs, especially here in the fourth quarter to be able to put this one away. I think Kevin Wolf will sleep a little bit better tonight, as that second free throw was good. 55-30. We approach the 2-minute mark here in the ball game. Haywood hands it off to Marvin, over to the right side now in the hands of Milhorn. Milhorn dribbling left, trying to go to Hayden Sauls, down low, wasn't there. Haywood pull up jump shot, banks it in. Mason Haywood, his first basket of the season, makes it a 27-point game, 57-30. Ruffino on the right top, dribbles with the left hand, picks it up now in the far corner. This is Spence with it into the ball game. Now Ruffino top of the circle. There's a three-point shot on the way. That one no good from McMurray. And Haywood saves the rebound into the hands of Trey Dixon. We approach the 90-second mark. Carmine leads it 57-30. And a great pass from Merrick Milhorn leads to a layup for Hayden Sauls.
Nice eyes there by Merrick. Right underneath the basket, put it right on the numbers.
Sauls, one of those sophomores trying to earn some varsity minutes. Looked pretty good in the JV game last Tuesday. Carmine leads it by 19, 59-30, 1:15 left to play. That pass down low, tipped away and stolen away by Merrick Milhorn. Final minute here in the fourth quarter. Carmine going to cruise their way to a 3-0 start here in 2023, and a big matchup set coming up this Friday against Heron. That will determine who plays for first place on Saturday. Sauls, mid-range jump shot, left side, no good. Rebound grabbed by McMurray. 45 seconds left to play. We're going to get a quick timeout from Sesser to get a quick sub in. This will be the mysterious number 41. Early in the year, some rosters aren't finalized. Early season tournament, I get it. Now come CIT time, that better be a correct roster. All right, Sesser has the ball, final 35 seconds. Drive on the right side by Spence, lost it out of bounds. Ball goes back over to Carmine, final 32 seconds.
17 turnovers for Sesser.
Yikes.
You don't see that very often in boys high school basketball varsity games.
Murfreesboro and Chester getting set to play. They have the final game here tonight, the nightcap. Final 20 seconds. Milhorn dribbles left, hands it off to Marvin. Marvin back over to Haywood. Haywood dribbling, hands it back off to Milhorn. Goes back over to his right to Marvin. Kevin Wolf says back it up. Nope, that's taken away by Sesser-Valier, and they will just let the clock run out. Final seconds. Carmine wins it 59-30. Bulldogs with a much better performance in the fourth quarter, and they win it to improve to 3-0 on the year and 2-0 in this DuQuoin Tip-Off Classic. They will play Heron on Friday for a chance to go to the championship game on Saturday. Much better second half for Carmine.
Yeah, if you could take out the 5 minutes of the second quarter, I'd say it's a pretty solid performance by the Bulldogs there. But again, that's why you have halftime locker speeches, and the boys responded to Coach Wolf because I'm sure he had some pointers for them, and I stressed the word pointers. But really, second half, they came out, they did what they needed to do, and they put Sesser in a spot where this game was pretty much done by the start of the fourth quarter.
Final score, Carmine wins it 59-30. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. Come back with the ROARC Transport postgame show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
When it comes to income tax planning and preparation, experience counts. Experience,
You're clear, and once again, we have a ton of these left over. So how much time do you want me to?
We'll just go 3 minutes here and then just throw in the rest when we sign it off.
Okay.
Stop it today at Butch & Associates on Main Street in Carmine. Call 382-4151 or visit butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
Hamilton Memorial Hospital family clinics are growing to meet the needs of White County. We're continuing to expand by welcoming nurse practitioner Catherine Ward to our Carmine Family Clinic location on Oak Street. Catherine provides a full range of family care, including women's and children's health care and minor injury care. Hamilton Memorial Hospital family clinics. The care you need when and where you need it, close to home. To schedule an appointment, call 618-382-5030.
Well, folks, that ain't country, but this is Skylar Harrelson from Jansen Auto in Carmi. It's been my pleasure to help my friends and neighbors get into the cars or trucks of their dreams for the last couple of years. Here at Jansen Auto, we're bringing you great vehicles at better than expected prices. There's really no reason to shop anywhere else. If we don't have it, we'll get it. All new vehicles are priced at huge discounts. Your hometown dealer, Jansen Auto Group in Carmi. Stop by and see why.
You don't have to travel out of town for bone and joint care. The orthopedic team at Farrell Hospital treats patients close to home. Whether you have a sudden injury or suffer from recurring joint pain, Farrell's goal is to get you back to the activities you enjoy as quickly and smoothly as possible. To learn more about Farrell Hospital's orthopedic services and to make an appointment, visit farrellhospital.org today. The Carmi Kiwanis Club would like to genuinely thank the community for enjoying and supporting another wonderful Corn Day in Carmi. Special thanks goes to sponsors for helping fund our annual festival. And congratulations to perennial float powerhouse Brownsville School for their wonderful parade entry and winning the Roaring 20s themed parade, as well as our brand new Corn King and Queen, Aiden Jordan and Ansley Healy. The Carmi Kiwanis Club, proudly serving the children of the world.
You can buy
This is your last
what you
one.
want when you save on what you need. Save on meal ingredients by shopping Little Giant Grocery Outlet in Carmi. Little Giant's team of buyers are constantly scanning wholesalers, looking for pantry favorites and meal ingredients at astonishing
15.
savings, just so you can shop confidently.
What song
knowing that
do
you
we
can come in
want?
anytime and find great deals from fresh cuts of meat and grocery items to deli, fresh produce and
Stand
frozen
by.
goods. See just how much more your dollar buys at Little Giant Grocery, Carmi, Illinois.
Final score, Carmi defeats Sesser-Valier tonight by a final score of 59-30. The Bulldogs improved to 3-0 on the season and 2-0 here at the DuQuoin Tip-Off Classic. They will play Heron on Friday for the pool championship, I guess you could say. The winner of that would go on to the first place game on Saturday. Much better second half. Carmi led by 8 at the break and go on to win by 19. The post-game show is delivered by Roark Transport, hauling fuel, rock, grain, and more to help our community grow. Call 265-3665 for more. Scoring-wise for Carmi, they were led by Gavin Holloman. A great performance from him, 22 points. Landon Driscoll brought in 19, 10 from Mitchell Edwards, 5 from Trey Dixon, 4 from Cade Stockton, 2 from Hayden Sauls, and 2 from Mason Haywood. Jason, you got team stats?
We'll start first with the Bulldogs. They were 22 for 44 from the field. That's 50%. That included a 50% 8 for 16 performance from beyond the three-point line. 7 for 10 from the free throw line for 70%. 24 total rebounds on the game, 10 of those being on the offensive boards. And the Bulldogs turned it over 12 times. For Sesser, 13 for 31 for the field for 42%. That included 2 for 11 from beyond the three-point line. They were 2 for 5 from the charity stripe for 40%. 13 total rebounds for the Red Devils, 10 of those defensive. And like I mentioned before, on the turnover battle, Sesser-Valier turned it over unofficially 17 times. So, again, like we talked about there toward the end of the fourth quarter, Cole, take out that 4 or 5 minute span in the second quarter, and it's a solid performance by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I'm sure Kevin Wolf will feel the same way. Just there in the first half, things seemed kind of sloppy for Carmi, like you made the point. Kind of getting away from the game plan, getting away from the sets, and just kind of playing hoops at Bradshaw ball. And we'll mention that to Coach Wolf, and I'm sure he would agree. But a win is a win regardless. Carmi made a step in the right direction, I feel like, tonight. We're going to have a big matchup with a very talented Heron team on Friday. It's a Tiger team that didn't lose much from last year. Some of the same names we heard tonight in the first game, same names we'll hear on Friday we heard last year. And Carmi will play them for a big matchup on Friday evening as the Bulldogs improved to 3-0 on the season. Jason will give his headset over to head coach Kevin Wolf. This is the Roark Transport postgame show. Well, Coach, a much better second half. I'm sure you said some nice words there at the locker room, and you know we've touched on it. You know, we're making steps there, but I thought the fourth quarter was what we kind of expect to see from this team.
I didn't say a whole lot at halftime, to be honest with you. I just want these guys to realize what their potential is.
Yep.
And I think that's what every coach wants. And I think some of the guys may be trying too hard or whatever. I mean, it's just the potential is there. And you saw a little bit of that in the second half. We just have to play team basketball. You saw in the second half, how many good looks did we get? Because we shared the ball. The ball got to the paint, but then whenever stuff wasn't there, it got outside to our shooters. We were way stronger around the bucket. We were playing off of 2 feet, playing through contact, getting out into some transition. With this group, it's just all about, not necessarily, it's just playing together and playing hard and playing for one another, and that's it. And that's it. And it's for the Bulldogs, and that is all we're playing for, and that's to win games, to compete, to learn how to compete. Everything else will take care of itself. And I think, guys, some of those guys have been playing for a long time, and they're thinking now it's my time to shine. Your time will shine just by playing the proper way and playing good team basketball. Then who knows what we're going to be capable of. We still a long way to go. We've had 4 possessions of 1-3-1, and we've given up a possession or a 3 or a bunny every time. And our 1-3-1 was something last year we could go to kind of as a change-up pitch. And right now we're not doing a good job of that. Our offense needs to switch. We've got way too much dribbling going on right now. We're going to have to get, after this tournament, get to doing a little something different. We executed some of our sets tonight, but we have a long way to go. But I just liked the way the second half looked compared to what we've seen a little bit earlier this year.
Defensively, I thought you guys played pretty well. 17 turnovers that Sesser had, and they were wanting to slow things down, but I thought you guys created pressure and created turnovers.
Yeah, and I hated taking Mason out of the lineup. What a kid. He's stuck with the program. He loves basketball. But we're better defensively with Cade out there. It just gives us some better matchups. And he was able to get out and pressure a little bit. And we've got some foot speed. That's not something we've really done in the past, is get out, and overplay stuff. But whenever we were feeling it out a little bit, we felt we could, and we did a great job of that. We had given up 6 points in the first half until the lapse on the 1-3-1. Then they stole it and went down to the other end. But we've got good foot speed, we've got good length, we've got some good anticipation. When teams present that, we may be able to get up and do that a little bit. Our defensive philosophy is always about protecting the paint, making teams beat you over the top. But whenever you get a feel like that, and the kids were kind of feeling it too, they wanted to get up and pressure a little bit. We were able to, and turn them over 17 times.
I thought Kevin Holloman played a great game. We've talked about how they're looking for that second score, that third score. 22 points tonight from him. He looked comfortable on the offensive end.
And he only had probably 2 bad shots. And what I mean by a bad shot, these guys have the green light, the big 3 scores, Mitchell, Gavin, and Landon. But what I don't like is the shots in the paint when we're fading away or we're one hand flipping it up there. I want everything to be strong around the bucket and your feet set on threes. And those guys have free range to do pretty much whatever they want. And that's what you saw from him tonight. His threes, his feet were set. When he got around the bucket, he was strong with it. I think he only had 1 or 2 floaters that weren't the best of shots for him. But that's what he's capable of. You saw it tonight.
You guys are 3-0 now, 2-0 in this tournament. It's been rocky at times, but you're still going to have a chance to play for a trophy. You play a talented Heron team on Friday. Yes. What do we know about them?
Yeah, they're a load. They got 3 really dynamic players back from the team last year that won probably 20 games, maybe even higher than that. But they're going to be tough. But, hey, I just told the guys, you're playing for a chance to play for a championship on Friday night. And we're going to have a good crowd, 7 o'clock on a Friday night. What else would you want to be doing as a high school kid is playing a really good team, competing, and then, let the chips fall where they may. This is a game, 2 talented teams early in the year. Let's kind of see what we're made of.
All right, Coach. Thanks for having us on Friday.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
It's Kevin Wolf as the Bulldogs defeat Sesser-Valier tonight, 59-30. The final score, and as you heard Coach say, they will play Heron on Friday. Going to be a big game. Let's see which pool is that technically. They are changing things up this year with the pool play and then the top places in each pool. So Carmi is in Pool B with Heron, Sesser, and Sparta. They defeated Sparta, defeated Sesser. So now that big game on Friday against Heron. If Carmi wins that game, they will play at 3:30 on Saturday. If they lose, they'll play at 2 o'clock on Saturday. A chance to bring home second place or first place in this tournament. The player of the game is highlighted by First Mid Bank and Trust. We need a partner you can bank on. Count on the great folks at First Mid Bank and Trust in Carmine. Jason, I got to say, Gavin Holloman, we're talking to Coach. He looked comfortable in the offense. 22 points. It's got to be close to a career high. And that's what you got to expect from the junior who's got to fill that number 2, number 3 scoring option.
Yeah, he took care of business there early on. kind of got away from it there in that little rut in the second quarter, but in the second half, the kid was feeling it. He was feeling it from the outside. And not only was he doing it on his own, but he was also kicking the ball out when needed, finding the open guys, finding Driscoll, finding Edwards. Really started to step up into that leadership role that we've been talking about of who's going to be the captain of this squad. So without a doubt, I'll back you on that one, Gavin Holloman.
The Bulldogs improved to 3-0 on the season. Again, Friday night at 7 o'clock, they will play Heron. Travis and I will bring that one for you. And then Roger Hobbs will be here on Saturday as the Bulldogs will play. If I had to guess, I'm going to say DuQuoin won last night. It's too early to tell who to possibly play on Saturday, but they'll play Heron on Friday, then again on Saturday at either 2 or 3:30. Big thanks to Hanley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. For Jason Craig, I'm Cole Carter. Thanks for listening to Bulldog Basketball on 97.3 WRUL.
All right, you folks are clear. I am
All
saving
right.
your recording now.
Thank you very much.